Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Paranormal Central, broadcasting live from the bottom left-hand corner of the Nevada Triangle in a city called Fresno, California. Hello, my name is Jeffrey Gonzalez. I am your host for the show. I'm also the founder of a group called the Sanger Paranormal Society. I've been investigating the paranormal going on for 14 years. Just not up here talking about it, but I'm actually living it with a team. One of the members is to the right of me, Mr. Alan Thomas, Mr. Co-host.
How you doing, everyone?
Welcome.
Looking good out there.
Welcome to a special edition of Paranormal Central. We've got X-Files going on tonight. And if you guys haven't realized it, this is my favorite show of all time, as you can see around us. I'm going to prove it to you. I guess you're already looking at stuff right now. Yeah, sorry we started a little late, but we had some technical difficulties. Just has, sometimes we have them. But hello, everyone. Again, thank you for showing up on Sunday at 5 o'clock special time. I hear a weird, you know what it is? Okay, got it. All right, there you go. All right, well, we're celebrating my favorite show of all time, you guys. Yeah, the X-Files. Everybody is talking about the X-Files. I mean, everybody. And people who have shows are talking about the X-Files. And yeah, I've been, that's been a favorite show of all time for them. But prove it. Okay. How can
you're the man.
Okay. See, a lot of people are going to go, oh, okay, you hired a company to bring in all this stuff. No, that's not the case.
I have a feeling that X-Files doesn't even have as much stuff as this. When I walked in here and I couldn't even hardly walk because of all the stuff.
Right.
There's stuff all over the floor, all over the ceiling.
And we're going to get to this stuff. I mean, we're going to have like a little show and tell. I'm going to tell you what I have and where I got the stuff. There's stuff that you can't even see right now. That's all over the place. And we hired a cameraman, and he's going to help us out tonight with visuals, because there's just so much stuff here that there's no way that you can, take it all in. So we'll have to go and show you all the stuff in detail. But we're going to have some fun tonight. Now, we're going on from 5 o'clock to 6:45. We're going to get off a little early because it's 7 o'clock West Coast time. That's when the X-Files come on, and I want to see it. So we're going to stop, all right? All right. You know what? We're going to go ahead and get a hold of Danny. You know what? Let's just, Bauer, go ahead and just get just real quick all the way around and real slow. That way everybody can get an idea of what we have in here. It took me a while to set all this stuff up. And this is really not all of it. There's still a little bit more left in storage, but I only have so much room. And there you go. So he is going to, it's actually, there you go. He's going to, I guess, pan down to the bottom. Yeah, I have been, the X-Files came out in 1993. All right. That's when I started collecting. Like I said, I've been an X-Files fan for a long friggin' time. And, I lived in L.A. I lived in L.A. at the time it came on. And when you're in L.A., you're talking Hollywood. You're talking, that's where all the stuff is at, right? Down, Hollywood Boulevard. You got Sunset Strip, all that. And you got all the stores and Melrose. And so it was easy to find all the stuff. And granted, you had them in the malls as well. And I was able to, when I'm out cruising around, and if I saw something that I thought was cool in X-Files, well, obviously I purchased it, man. Back then I was single and I had no life, basically, all right? And he's going to pan over there. Yes, I have a pinball machine, X-Files, you guys. There it is.
I was playing on that bad boy.
I actually brought it in here because I wanted to show you.
It's fun.
Yeah, I have a pinball. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have Alan in a little bit go up there and play it.
I can't wait, man.
So you can hear all, the voices of Mulder and Scully and all that. And then my pride and joy, I guess, would be the I Want to Believe poster that's on top of the fireplace back here. And we're going to talk about that. I guess we're going to talk about all this stuff afterwards, but I'm going to tell you the autographs that I have on there and where I got these autographs from, and the proof that I have at the very bottom of the poster. And that's an actual Fox Network X-Files poster, and we're going to show you the bottom left hand corner if we can zoom in that much, but that is actually printed with the X-Files and Fox Network trademark of the Fox Network. And I'm going to tell you, you can get really into it, huh? Cool. But I'm going to show you where I went and where I was at when I got these autographs. So, all right, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and get a hold of Danny. Mr. Danny is, we're going to try Skype on Danny, right?
Yeah,
we
are.
Get a hold of him.
It'll be a first time. Oh, that's right. I get to do it.
Yeah, you get to do it.
Hey, where's Danny?
Let's get Danny. So guess what, guys? Danny's going to talk about X-Files stuff, and so is Heidi. I gave them each a task to look for, and they were on it. And we're going to let them talk about X-Files, so that's going to be cool. So let's go.
Hello, Danny.
Obviously, I don't have the music on for Danny, so.
Is that you guys?
That's it. Hey, Danny.
Hey.
Oh my God.
Dang,
you guys even dress like Scully and Mulder.
Yeah, you got the long hair.
That's pretty cool.
I'm the B. No.
So,
Dang, Danny, it sounds like you're not in the basement anymore.
Yeah. So, no.
I'm at the door.
At the door,
Ooh.
really. So yeah, we're trying
Heat
Skype
coming
on.
from
We're trying Skype on Danny, and it sounds good. Sounds a lot better.
I think it sounds really good.
So right on. All right. Well, Danny, I gave you a task, and it looked like you succeeded in the task.
We shall see.
There you go. So so go ahead, tell us about what you did for the X-Files special today.
Keeping with the theme,
Uh-huh.
it's an X-Files monster report tonight.
Right. So you're talking about some of the episodes that included monsters that we talk about here.
Yeah, the top 10 X-Files monsters. This isn't villains. It's not spirits. It's monsters.
Monster. That's what I'm talking about right there.
And they didn't really do much with Bigfoot, so
No, they didn't, did they?
they did have an episode where he was watching TV and the Patterson-Gimlin footage was playing on that episode, but that was probably as close as they got to actual Bigfoot.
Okay. Wow, very cool. All right, so let me go ahead and put up those photographs here really quick so everybody can see at home. All right, so we're going to go to screen, and I'm coming out of there, and we're going to go to photograph number 1. And who is it? It's Mulder and Scully. Go ahead. You're on, dude.
All right. So the first one is just the top 10 X-Files monsters. So that's Scully and Mulder there. So it's all from X-Files. So the first picture is going to be number 10 is Vampire Boy. And these were all taken from the coverups.com page. It's
Okay.
a website. And these are all their top 10 monsters for X-Files.
And I remember this one big time.
So Vampire Boy, the episode was called Bad Blood. It was from season 5, episode 12. And 7 dead cows and a dead human being take Molly and Sculder to Texas. And it says classic signs of vampirism.
Right.
And the vampire turns out to be the Pizza Boy.
Ooh.
And they say it's one of the most goofiest, inept vampires in the world.
Right. I remember this. And I'm going to tell you why I remember this episode like it was yesterday. Because I believe, and don't get me wrong on this one, but the Chris Carter loves industrial alternative music. He had the band Filter do "Hey Man, Nice Shot" on this particular episode, and that's where, if you can, I'm not mistaken, that's why I remember this episode very good because of that song.
It is the kid from The Sandlot, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
See, I thought you would remember it just like yesterday because just like yesterday there was a pizza guy at your door.
Actually, it was about 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
He's there every day, isn't he?
Almost.
Yeah, he
Hey,
is.
I like pizza. Shut up.
He's like a family member.
Basically, you know what? It's funny because, and I think I've said this before when we were ordering from Me Ned's, but the drivers, delivery guys would fight over to deliver here.
Oh, really?
Because I tip them good.
Ah.
So, all right, next one.
All right, the next one is
Another fact, a little fact here, on Filter, right? The band that played "Hey Man, Nice Shot." Did you know that Doggett, Robert Patrick, who replaced Mulder at the very end, a couple of seasons, that the lead singer for Filter and Doggett are brothers?
So that's how he got the job.
That's why, maybe. So, all right, let's go to the next one.
Wow. So number 9 is Shark Boy. It's from the episode titled Hungry, season 7, episode 3. And this young man works for a burger joint, and they call him some kind of shark monster, and he must eat brains to live. So he doesn't breathe underwater. It's just because of the teeth that he has that they call him the shark monster. And he has to control himself while Scully and Mulder are in the area. But they do find out in the episode that he is the Shark Boy.
Cool.
Shark Boy.
Pretty cool set of teeth there.
Yeah, I remember this one too. It's hard. Over 200 episodes, man. It's hard to remember a lot of these. A lot of them I don't remember. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I just don't. But, oh, wow. Okay, let's go to the next one.
All right, the next one's number 8, Trash Monster. Episode called Arcadia.
This is the dark figure, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Arcadia, season 6, episode 15, and it's a unique monster. It's one that you never see, it says, and you're left up to your own imagination to kind of, and that's sometimes scarier.
Right.
So Scully and Mulder go undercover to find this guy, and he's living. They find that it's a community leader who's controlling this. It's called a tulpa, and it's a creature that lives in an old landfill, and it's beneath the neighborhood, and it's made of trash. So
and I remember this.
creepy.
I remember this one because I think Mulder and Scully pretend to be married, and they move into this house undercover, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, if you can't remember an episode, I'm looking at every TV guide that ever had any X-Files on the floor right next to me, so he can remind himself just by looking that up.
All right.
If you have a bid, just put it on here and we'll sell it to you.
Whatever. Ito, if Ito is watching right now, he's probably having a heart attack. So, all right, because he's a big X-Files fan too.
Well, some people in the chat already had a heart attack.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Got the lady on the floor.
All right, then that's number 7, and that's the Forest Beast lady, and the episode's titled "The Jersey Devil," and this is from season 1, episode 5. And this is the closest they got to a Bigfoot type creature because the one of the witnesses in here was telling them about what she saw, and she draws a Bigfoot like creature, and the Jersey Devil is what a Bigfoot type creature. But something's killing and eating the people in New Jersey. So Scully and Mulder quickly find out about the Jersey Devil legend, and it turns out that it's a forest woman, a female Bigfoot kind of type person that's traveling to the city to try to provide food for her kid because her husband has died. So I guess she's like a Bigfoot type creature that everyone's seeing out there.
Yep, I remember this one, and I believe they buried their own on this particular one. But yeah, again, I remember this one. God, it's crazy. How many years ago was this? Wow,
Long time.
Okay, and you're picking the good ones, dude. Because I remember all these because these were the good ones, man.
This is from a bunch of nerds that got together. It looks like from this coverups.com page, and they have a top 10 for everything.
Okay.
But this just happens to be monsters.
Right. Cool.
So the next one, number 6, is Dogman, and the episode's titled Alpha, season 6, and it's episode 16. And an extinct animal enthusiast travels to China to find a mythical wolf, and he does find it, and it does bite him. So he himself becomes a werewolf, and he comes back to the city, and he starts attacking anybody that tries to capture him. So he's half human, half dog, and he only turns into the werewolf at night. So during the day, he's a normal person.
Cool.
Just like you.
Well, people don't know, though. I'm not going to tell. People don't know.
Oh man, that's for sure.
What do you mean for sure? but you know what you're not supposed to know? I'm going to have to kill you now.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. Lightning.
Number 5 is the lightning guy. It's called DPO, and it's season 3, episode 3. And this guy has superpowers. He can control lightning. He can manipulate devices and even melt things. So they have to get a hold of him because I guess he's doing this to impress some teacher.
Bet he can't use a cell phone though, huh?
I don't remember. Back then, the cell phones were like this big.
With the antenna 2 feet long.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks like an army one. All right. So number 4
Number 4.
is the Invisible Men.
Yeah, and you can't. That's why you don't see anything.
I
This is the
remember. I remember this one.
This Detour was the name of the episode. It's from season 5, episode 4. And you know the old legend of the explorers finding the Fountain of Youth in Florida, and they find it and they get really good at living in their environment. So they begin to take on the characteristics of their environment, so they can hide as the people start showing up. And then once they start showing up to invade their land, they start disappearing. So that brings in Scully and Mulder.
Right.
So these guys are vaguely humanoid. They can camouflage themselves, and they can regulate their body temperature, and they have glowing red eyes, and they're pretty smart. So I don't think they actually get caught. I didn't say.
Right.
It's they left without finding them. 'Cause
So
they're hidden.
there's another like hint of what might be a show this time. You know.
You know, you never know, dude.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Next.
Number 3 is probably one of the episodes with the highest gross factor, and the exploding throat worm,
Yeah.
called Firewalker, season 2, episode 9. And it's a life form that they find in the volcano, and then it infects its host. And to infect more people, it has to burst out of their throats to release spores.
Cool.
And only our heroes survive
Ooh.
I'm trying to
after a
remember this
month-long
one.
quarantine.
I don't remember this one.
Let me see if I can find the TV guide to that one.
I don't remember this one. Maybe I turned it off because I got too scared.
Got too grossed out.
Yeah.
So number 2 is Leonard Betts, from the episode titled Leonard Betts. And it's from season 4, episode 12. And it's a paramedic who can diagnose people with
Oh, with
cancer,
cancer.
just by looking at them. And the only problem is that he needs to eat the cancer in order to survive. So, and it also, when he eats it, also, if he loses a body part in the struggle to kill these people, he can regenerate a body part by eating the cancer.
Right.
So they have to get him because he's a murderer.
Yeah, I remember this one. This was a good
Jeez.
one. I remember this one.
Like, hey, I cured you of cancer, only now you're my arm. Yeah.
So then the number 1 best X-Files monster is the Fluke Man.
Right.
It's grossest one too.
And I have him actually just by coincidence on the desk.
There
Right.
it is.
Right here. Look at that. I didn't even know that was number 1. I'm going backwards,
What
but
is
look
that,
at
like
this.
his puke
Here it is
thing
right there, brother.
there? Like a puke bottle right next
But
to him.
see that? There you go. I've got the actual not figurine, but statue. Actually, number. I don't know what number it is, but yeah, I got it right there. Look at that, number 1. I didn't even know that.
Wow,
That's
how
cool.
convenient.
How convenient. No, I swear you guys, I didn't know.
No,
He went
you
back.
didn't know.
I didn't know at all, and I
I
just
always try to hold off the pictures as long as I can so you can't research them.
and oh, thanks. Now I know. And I didn't have any room for him, so I put him right on the top of the desk because he's actually the coolest.
Yeah, this is from the episode titled The Host in season 2, episode 2. And it's a Russian nuclear sewage mutant. So, and he travels to the East Coast just to kill people. He's half man, half fluke worm, and he lives in waste, just kind of like a teenager.
Now this is the one I remember where he was actually living in porta potties.
Wow.
Yeah, underneath. So when you went to go and take a crap,
Oh,
that's when
wow.
he would get you in the porta potties.
Nice.
I wonder if they got that one from the guy that was stalking the ladies in the porta potties in Yosemite. Remember that?
No, I don't. Was
Some-
it you?
Yeah, some guy was
Oh, yeah?
climbing
It
in
was
Yeah,
there.
it was him.
It was him.
Oh, ew.
All right, next
He,
one.
he bites his victims to
Yeah.
spread the parasites.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
Yuck.
Mulder gets to wrestle with him and traps him in a sewage treatment plant. That's the end of him.
Perfect. Gets filtered.
Yeah, that was a gross one. Only because of the porta potties. That's why I look in the toilet before I take a dump in the porta potties because of him. Right there. All right.
All
Next.
right, the last one is Coghill Cartooning, and he's going to be starting another campaign tomorrow morning. So if you get in on the first day, you might be able to get an extra surprise when it funds, and it will fund because all of his packages have been funding. And tomorrow's is only one patch, and it's a Ghost Guard. So if you get in early, you get extra stuff. And if he reaches his different levels, if everybody donates and he makes a lot of money, it opens up different levels. So there will be more patches to be had. So it's technically one patch, but there's a chance that you can get more than one patch.
Right. Which you did, I believe, on your last.
Yeah, I got a lot of them.
Yeah.
Magnets, clip-on things.
Oh, time to buy a vest, huh?
All
Leather
kinds of
vest?
stuff.
Did you get a vest yet, or
Not yet.
No.
I'm still looking for the right one.
Ah, cool.
It's got to go down to my ankles, I think.
Get
like
a
a
trench
cape.
coat,
Right.
leather trench coat.
Just use the trench coat you use when you're out there in the street. I mean, never mind.
Yeah. That's where I see you.
Oh, shut up. Get out of my corner, damn it.
Yeah.
All right, man. That's it.
I see Danny and Jeff fighting over corners.
I was here first, man.
Damn it. All right, Danny. Thank you very much. Go and watch the rest of the playoffs, right?
Yeah. Playoffs.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, dude. Thank you very much, sir.
Hey, you guys behave.
All right. We'll see you
Bye,
next
Danny.
week.
All right.
Bye. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and get into a little bit of show and tell. Before we start, if you can pan, for those who watch the X-Files will get this. I'm not going to say anything, but you guys get that? You guys get that? I'm gonna see if I can. Okay, here we go.
Oh, he did it.
I did. Let's see if I can do it one more time. Oh. I got it the first time, though. I did it the first
did.
time. But
Yep.
if you guys are X-Files fans, then you guys will have gotten that. So there you go. Yeah, I get into it. I spend time in here for you guys because it's all about having fun. It's all about, you guys all know probably how old I am, but I started collecting in 1993, and I've had this stuff in a room, boxed up. And when I was collecting all this stuff, what was that, 20 years ago? Holy crap!
Yeah.
I told myself, one of these days I'm gonna be able to show all this stuff to a lot of people. And I swear that's the reason why I started collecting this stuff, because I thought to myself, one of these days I'm going to be able to show it to a lot of people. And the day has come. And I don't have everything. Trust me when I say I don't have everything. But I have a lot of stuff, and a lot of the stuff came out right when the show first started in 93, 94. And so I think I got a lot of the old stuff. Okay. But let's go ahead and do some show and tell. All right. Let's go ahead and start on the poster. All right. Yeah, back then, when I was a geek, and I'm still a geek, and I'm proud of it, I was part of the X-Files fan club. And when you signed up to the fan club and you ordered the box came. And I don't remember all the items in the box, but this poster came in there. And it was folded, right? And this is the original. I want to say, when I say original, there's a lot of copies out there with a different flying saucer on it. All right. And you guys will understand when you go to Google X-Files poster, there's a lot of, not the real ones anyways, but I was able to get one of the real ones. And how do I know it's one of the real ones? If you look at the bottom left-hand corner, bottom right-hand corner, it says trademark Fox Network, and it says the X-Files. The other ones don't have that. And especially that flying saucer, and you'll see. Okay, now
I mean, like, people made these and
just
were selling
them. Right.
And what they did basically is put that together.
Oh yeah, they put it together with a different UFO on it,
Right.
and they put "I Want to Believe," which is not the original. If you look at some of the X-Files episodes in Mulder's office, you will see this exact poster. Now, autographs. Where did I get these autographs? Are these autographs genuine? Yes, they are. You guys should know by now that I don't lie. When I told you I'm a big X-Files fan, bam. All right. I went to a event, And let me see the date. Hold on. Let me get over here with the date. Let me get my glasses. I don't remember the date on this. March 14th, 1998. March 14th, 1998 in Tustin, in a military hangar. Where's El Toro base? Alan, you know where El Toro base is at?
It's south. I know that,
Okay.
right? In the south, down south, like San Diego
Is
area.
it way over there? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
where I went, it was Tustin, and they had, and I forgot to bring in the shirt that I have, but they had a tour, and it was like 7 or 8 major cities, and they had like 18 wheelers, and they brought in inside this big military hangar, and inside there they set up autograph booths. They had all kinds of X-File stuff. They had like a museum in there and everything, and I purchased a couple tickets. Me and my buddy back then, we went, and I took my poster because they were going to have an autograph session. Who was there? Mitch Pileggi was there. Dean Haglund, one of the lone gunmen. Steve Westland, I believe, is the black guy and I think he was the guy from 21 Jump Street back in the day, but he was there. All the writers, Vince Gilligan, I believe, Gilligan, or whatever his name is, Frank Spontnick, and I forgot the other guy's name. And Mitch Pileggi at the very top. I got all their autographs. And that was at the hangar. Then I think a year later, the HD of the video of the movie was being released, and Chris Carter was doing a signing down on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood at the Virgin Megastore. So I took my poster and I went and I got in line, and it was Chris Carter and it was Mark Snow. For those who don't know, Mark Snow is the guy who does all the music, and so I got Chris Carter's autograph right on top of the UFO, and I got Mark Snow. And what was kind of funny is when I placed the poster on the table there for Chris Carter to sign, he was like, "Whoa, you got the original?" I go, "Yeah." And Mark Snow was right next to him, and he goes, "Hey, I don't even have the original." And Chris Carter goes, "Oh, don't worry, I'll get you one." But it was kind of cool. But so right now, I don't have what I need on there to make it complete is Mulder and Scully's autograph. Will that ever happen?
The one that put the arrow.
That's Dean Haglund. Remember, we met him at the
that's right,
at the Ball Theater, right?
Yeah.
That's him. He's also a comedian. That's what he does. But that was his autograph there. All right. So all I need is Mulder and Scully's autograph on that poster to make it complete, and hopefully one of these days that will happen. Okay. So again, let's point to I don't know the top these autograph pictures. Again, I've got when I was in LA. I don't remember where, but I purchased some autograph photographs and the.
I bet he was like on eBay.
No,
like
actually,
crazy.
Well, no, because back then there wasn't an eBay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
In 93, 94, it was AOL. It was the, when you got the discs and you put them in.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Up.
Yeah, dial-up. And back then, there's no eBay. I actually went out and looked for these things, and I purchased all these myself in stores and stuff.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, these are autographed by Mulder and Scully, and there's and on the back, there's a certificate of, that tells you yes, it's real. And down Hollywood Boulevard, you can purchase, one sheets and stuff like that, 10 by 8 by 10s, and that's what I did. I went down to Hollywood, and they had special stores down there where you can purchase, 8 by 10 photographs from photographers, and that's what I did. Right here, I have some statuettes of Mulder and Scully, and they're numbered on top of the mantle there. And yes, I know I'm a geek. I have their badges right there. That was back, like I said, back there in 93, 94. That was back then. Here's an alien right here that was actually part of the movie. And that's an actual statue that's numbered. X-Files stuff. That's real. That's the real deal there. Obviously, all this stuff is real. I mean, I'm not saying there's not, but and I have a director's chair right there, right next to Ellen, and it has the X-Files on it. I probably can't see it.
X-Files hat.
It's a hat, yeah. And I got an
director's chair.
And a lot of you guys probably have seen my jacket. Let me see. Hold on. bomber's jacket in the movie.
Yeah, when we go out yard sale hopping, and when they see the jacket, they already know that Jeffrey has lots of money, and they don't let him talk him down. They're like talking him up, like, "Oh, I'll give you $2." They're like 10. He's like, "I'll give you $3." They're like 20.
Whatever. They go bite me.
I couldn't believe it, but really they do that. It was cracking me
So
up.
nobody has those jackets at all.
Right,
So it's just,
right.
just one of those things. So let's see, what else do I have? Obviously, down here at the bottom in front of the desk, I have the first series of the, what do you call them? Toys. I guess they're toys, right? But they're the first series. And I don't think they made anything after this, because I would have found them. But now, I used to go to record stores and Virgin Mega stores and Towers and back then and all that. And, whenever I saw them on the front cover of a magazine, I would buy it. And so I have tons and tons of magazines down there.
Like show all the TV guides, since I've been like talking about them.
There you go.
Look at this, you guys. Is that all the TV guides or what?
That's all the TV guides back then.
Uh-huh.
And then right there to the right of that is all the Tops first season
here.
of all the comic books. I got them all right there.
And you know what? He has a pile of stuff behind his desk he didn't even get out here yet.
And I'm going to show that to you. That's going to be something. That's going to be an intimate thing right here. And then over here to the left of me, you have the Ken and Barbie, Mulder and Scully, which is right there. And then you have the X-Files lunch pail, and with the PC game, the X-Files there, and some more figurines on top of that. But like I said, wherever I went, and I used to go back then, I used to just go by myself and just go to different stores, and whenever I saw something, I would purchase. That's what I would do. Right here, I have a couple of X-Files watches. Oh, let me take that apart. There you go. X-Files there. And X-Files there. Right? Yeah, I know. I'm a geek. Sue me. Then I'm going to show you what I got down here. I actually went and I got found every single card that they ever put out.
Oh my God.
All right. As
Wow.
far
Okay,
as,
now I'm tripping. Wow.
as far as tops goes, the bubblegum cards, I got them all. Yeah, I know. I had a lot of time on my hands back then, guys. Okay. I got them all.
Jeez.
All right, I got them all. Yep. I know, I'm a geek.
They're all agreeing in chat, like, yep, he's a geek. Yep, oh my God, he has the PC game. Oh my God,
And then I got this.
Oh, wow.
This was a special edition when the movie came out.
What is that?
I'll show you.
Is it like a game?
No.
It's better than a game.
This has the movie script in it.
What?
Of the movie script.
Is it
And
signed?
no, I wish. But it's numbered. But this
Man, you
is.
should have took that to Carter, man.
Well,
You probably didn't have it yet.
actually, I didn't have this.
Yeah.
But I had that at first. But this is the Fight the Future, the movie. The first movie that came out. The script, the whole script, right here. And there's a couple of stills from negatives from the movie itself and
cells, huh? Some gels.
Cells.
Movie cells.
Cells, yeah.
Yeah.
And then some one sheets and a book on the X-Files movie and on how they made it, the whole 9 yards, right? And then back then, it was VHS. There was no DVD.
Right.
And so it was digitally mastered on this one, and this one's how they made the movie. So yeah, see if you can find this any place. I don't think so.
I don't think so. Maybe on eBay, and it's going to cost
what?
a freaking fortune.
I want to tell you, probably not on eBay either. I don't think you can find this any place, to be honest.
I don't think there's very many. Is that numbered?
Oh, yes, it's numbered.
What's the number on that?
I don't remember. It's inside the actual script.
Wow.
Again, like I said, there are collecting books around. I actually, my wife hates this, but oh well. This is from the British edition of Scully, Esquire magazine, and then obviously Rolling Stone. When Rolling Stone came out, I got that.
Yeah. Sock Monkey burned all the Playboys.
No, there was no Scully Playboys. Trust me. She said I would have had them. I would have had them if that was the case. Yeah, I know. All right, let's see what we got down here. And
Paranormal fanboy.
what?
Oh, just somebody in chat.
Yeah.
They go, it's not Paranormal Central today.
No, it's Paranormal Fanboy. Like I told you, a lot of people didn't believe me. You know what was funny is, Danny was going. Danny sent me over a photograph with I forgot her name from Taps, but everybody was jumping on the bandwagon.
Oh, I remember that.
They placed their face on Mulder and Scully, and they're going, "Yeah, I'm a big fan." People are going, "Yeah, I'm a big fan." I'm going, "Really? Wait until you see my show on Sunday. I'm going to bring out my stuff. I'll tell you who is a big fan." You guys have to understand. It was this show, Chris Carter, is the reason why I'm doing this today. All right? This is absolutely the reason. I've been a fan since I was a little kid, man. Chris Carter and I had the same likings. Kolchak the Night Stalker. This is what he based this show on. It was Kolchak the Night Stalker. And I used to watch that show all the time.
Yeah, that one used to scare me, but yeah.
That was an awesome show,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I mean, when these two came out, this show came out, it's like, damn, all the stuff that I love when I was growing up, they're talking about it here on this show.
Yeah.
Minus Bigfoot, obviously, but it's monsters, it's ghosts, it's all of the stuff. And it just, I couldn't get enough of the X-Files, man. I don't remember what, I think it was Sunday nights. I'm not sure exactly what day, but I made sure my day was open, especially that nighttime, when I was watching the X-Files, and I did. Here I just have a lot of one sheets that I got down in Hollywood. Back then. That's nothing. Like I said, I've got 8x10s of. She's not gonna like that, but sure.
That'll be burned later.
110, some 10, and they're original because there's the Fox at the very bottom. One sheets and 8x10s, and let's see, is there anything else in here? And again, I have a lot more, but I can't show you everything because it would bore you. And maybe not. Maybe you guys are enjoying this. Maybe you guys, I'm just blowing you guys away right now. I don't know. But if you guys are X-Files fans, you got to be freaking out right now. Because you're going, what the hell? Where did he get all this stuff? Yeah, this is one of the benefits of living in LA. You get all the stuff that we don't get here in Fresno, California, or small cities and small towns. You don't get to see this stuff. And unfortunately for me, I did. All right. Let's talk about a couple of episodes that my two all-time favorite episodes. The Unnatural. That one was the baseball one, and I believe David Duchovny actually directed that. And it was actually shot in Ontario, California. And I remember because there's an old baseball stadium there, and I used to live on Amador right down the street. And I had to work that day, or else I would have freaking snuck on the set somehow. But I couldn't get out of work, and that's where they filmed that particular episode. But it's a very good episode. If you have never seen The Unnatural, go to Netflix or Hulu and look. Let me give you. See, it's season 6, episode 19. It's called Unnatural, directed by David Duchovny. It's a baseball, and that was in 1999. One of my other all-time favorites. It's called How the Ghost Stole Christmas, And that's with Ed Asner and Lily Tomlin. And director was Chris Carter in 1998. I recommend both of those if you guys haven't seen those. Again, that was, oh, you know what? I didn't have it. What episode? But it was 1998, so I'm pretty sure you can figure it out. It's How the Ghost Stole Christmas. So go see that one and The Unnatural. You guys will get a kick out of both of those. Ellen, go play pinball.
Wait, I'm going to block Art Bell.
Oh. It's a troll, huh?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you make a whole show out of X-Files. Like, I know this isn't Art Bell.
No, that's not Art Bell.
But it's going to be goodbye, Art Bell.
Well, of course. I mean, we've told you what this show is going to be about for 3 weeks now. All right? I told you what this show is going to be about. And there are people, there are trolls out there, guys. There are people who don't like what we're doing. And they're going to make fun of us no matter what we do on here. No matter what we talk about, what subject, I don't care. But they're going to make fun of us. And that's okay, because that means, that's telling me we're doing something right. It is. We're doing something that a lot of you guys love, and we're going to keep doing it. Just today, because X-Files is returning on TV, I decided to do this because there's a lot of people out there who enjoy the X-Files. Now I'm just waiting for Ellen to get up and go play pinball.
Well, I can't block him, so.
Why?
I don't know. It won't let me. So
Yeah.
everybody.
You have to sign in on him, don't you?
He says it is the real Art Bell.
No, it's not.
No way, man. Art Bell, I know he's my friend on Facebook, whoever this is. And Art Bell is having his own problem with trolls, okay? And he's like, he closed a website because of trolls like you. Like, you're probably over there playing like me and acting like me and saying you're me and screwing up my friendship with them. But I know it isn't Art Bell.
All right, let me see if I can get in and go ahead and let me have that. Go ahead and play. So I want everybody to hear.
I like Art Bell's show too, and I'm a big fan of Art Bell. So don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I love the guy.
Let me have that. I'll sign in and I'll delete him. But go ahead and just swing the mic towards the pinball machine a little bit. I want everybody to hear the pinball machine.
Okay,
That way you know
I'm gonna
it's
take off this so I won't hear you
okay. That's fine.
anymore.
Let me go ahead and
I'm ready.
actually swing your mic this way so the mic is like facing over there.
This way.
Yeah, there you go, right there. That's cool.
Okay. I've been waiting for this. Yeah. I only want one player though. How do I make it one player?
Okay. Actually, it should be go ahead and open the door right there.
Yeah.
Okay, and you'll see where it says credit. Just hit credit. It's at the middle one. No, it's at the far right, I think.
Begin test service credit.
Yeah, hit service credits. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, now close the door. And all you got to just hit the start button one time.
Who do I want to
Pick. I'm gonna turn up the volume here.
I'm Mulder. Okay. That was it. Dang, I got farther than that. Not multi-ball.
All right, I got him banned.
Got him?
Yeah.
I wasn't logged in, huh? Is that what it is?
Yeah. All right, that's good.
Oh. Game over.
Okay.
Rats.
They want me to. They want me to ban somebody else too. So, all right. You know, we have the ability to ban here, so I'm going to ban somebody else here real quick. I already banned Art Bell. Oh.
Man, sorry, Art. You ain't the Art.
You ain't the Art that we think you are.
I know for a fact it wouldn't be Art. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't Art.
He's been having so much drama that he, you know.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for him. He doesn't even deserve it. The godfather of radio, paranormal radio. He doesn't deserve it.
Okay. I signed on.
She has to say something.
She already did.
Oh.
I guess she's complaining, so bye. All right. Remember, we are going to 6:45 tonight because I want to have enough time to get ready for the X-File at 7 o'clock. So let's go ahead and talk about the stuff that's been happening in the past week. What's been going on? Actually, the earthquake that just happened in Alaska, 7.2. I think they brought it down to 7.1.
Now, do you think that might be because of that, where the ocean actually went down like 4 feet,
you know
right?
What? Let's talk about that.
I mean, when that pops back up, everybody along the coast, like I read somewhere that, and I have a lot of relatives over there in the, you know, from Southern Oregon on up. And I mean, and it said that it was going to go the tidal wave could go all the way to I-5, right? That's far. I mean, that's Medford.
What? On the you're talking about the 7.1 earthquake that happened, or
no? I'm talking about the ocean went down.
Right,
okay?
But that was way before the earthquake, though. One of the buoys registered went off,
right?
And
but only like when it goes down, like the earthquake in that one in Taiwan or whatever it was. It made the big, huge, giant one where the ocean popped up 10 feet. Okay, when the ocean goes down like that, now it's under pressure. Okay, like it's pushing under. It's gonna pop back up. Nobody knows how high. At least 4 feet. Okay, but it could go higher up. When that happens, it's gonna send a wave straight in to into Oregon, and they say that it could go as far as I-5. They don't know when. They just know that it will pop back up. And it can be any time, like any minute.
Well, then what caused the water to?
What happened is like the plate, the ground in the ocean goes under the California and Oregon and Washington, okay, and it pushes down, and it pushed down like that, okay. So it pushed down as it's going under. So that ground and they say that has a direct line to Mount Hood, and this dirt that went under, or rocks or whatever, the ocean floor, that actually could go all the way to Mount Hood and have it pop, okay? But now the ground, as it got pushed down, as that went under, now it's going to pop back up like this. And when it pops back up, that's when it's going to... And it does it like... I was reading that it does it, over the last thousands of years. It's done it a lot of times. And there's actually... They can go back and look at debris and stuff and see that it's done it. Just not when people were there.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe there was Native Americans and Bigfoots, but there wasn't... like, Seattle and
Right.
Portland and all those guys, Coos Bay. I mean, it's supposed to be something like 50 to 70 to 80 feet high when that pops back up. Now, that just went down. Nobody knows when
It's going to come back up.
it's going to pop back up, but it will pop
So
back
how
up.
inland is the I-5 from?
That's Medford. That's like Central Oregon. I mean, it's southern central, but
Right.
the I-5 runs right up the middle of Oregon. It doesn't run along the coast.
There's going to be a lot of dead people.
I think it's Sacramento where you're coming up 99 and I-5 or just past Sacramento or right in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
The I-5 and the 99 go together. And then from there on, going north to Oregon, you're on 99 I-5.
Right. Well, that's interesting. That's pretty scary at the same time, though. I mean, if that's the case, shouldn't the government be telling everybody to prepare? Maybe
They
not.
did. They are telling.
Are
us.
they?
Yeah.
Well, then how-
Everybody's kind of lucky, I think,
Mhm.
that they have buoys out in the ocean
Right.
that measured that. Otherwise, nobody would even know. I mean,
Now-
this would catch everybody by
Now,
total
the
surprise.
one that went off last week, nobody was talking about it. The media didn't talk about it. No one talked about it, and the ocean went in.
Right.
And then it came back up, but no one was talking. There was one, I think, a radio station that was talking about it, but they got in trouble.
Oh,
It was Superstation 95, I think it was. And on Facebook, everybody was sharing their alert. And whoever alerted everybody on their station got in trouble for it, which
Really?
is not cool because they're withholding information that very well could cause a lot of death. I mean, that's not cool at all. Wow. All right. Let's see, what time is it? We're gonna have we'll have Heidi on here in about 10 minutes. About 10 minutes, and then we'll call it a night because
Art Cell now.
Art's back.
Yeah, he's back. He's Art Cell.
Art Cell now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
Gotta
know what?
love it, you
I
guys.
know he's from the UK because he said bloke,
Oh,
BLOCK. Hey, those blokes, and I'm going.
or Australia or something.
Okay, yeah, he's from overseas, so I can tell you right now he's not from around here,
No, thanks, mate. Made us all laugh.
mate. Yeah, mate. All right. You better be careful, Art Cell, because I have people who can deal with this, even if you're overseas, as they would say, across the pond. Mike Smith, if you're listening, see if you can do something about him.
Oh, that's right.
Mike Smith is actually well connected in, and I'm not going to tell you where, but Art Cell. Hopefully, this will be the last time you'll be doing this.
Nah, it doesn't really bother me. I mean,
No, it doesn't,
you know.
because everybody has them.
Yeah.
I mean, Art does, George. I mean, they all have trolls, and
I mean, you get like 260 in chat. We're 160 right now.
yeah. Well, we're low.
Usually we're about 200, but there's the playoffs.
The playoffs, and in different times, a lot of people didn't catch me telling everybody, we're starting at 5 today.
Yeah, too
And
bad.
yeah. Oh well, no big deal. Let's talk about the X-Files a little bit. Chris Carter came out and said, Chris Carter, where he gets all of these ideas, most of them anyways, is he actually has a retired FBI agent, if I'm not mistaken. And they actually bring him stories. Now, Chris Carter was saying back when he started filming all this, that some FBI agents came to him and said, we might have to shut you down because you are getting actually really close on a lot of these cases. that she shouldn't be talking about them. So,
That's scary.
all right.
I mean, if you look at the stuff,
Mhm.
if what you're talking about is real,
You know,
I mean, it even blows away me.
I've always wondered where Chris, if Chris Carter, because Chris Carter came just out of nowhere, and, it's like, then he has this great idea, and in all these stories, I mean, over 200 episodes, and
So that would be like 200 FBI files about stuff like this.
yeah, as a matter of fact, he came out and said that now the new series that are starting tonight, and there's also another one tomorrow, you guys, if you guys didn't know that now he's really, because of the gap when they ended in early 2000s to now, a lot of things happened. A lot of the stuff that Mulder was talking about back then actually became a reality. And now he's going to be talking about chemtrails. He's talking about mythology. Chris Carter said he's going to be talking about mythology a little bit. And a couple of the monsters are related to that in some way.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Just
from my own research lately, this all goes. A lot of this stuff goes way back, like to the ancient times, even before what we know, and it's like written in real early text. They relate to these, like big giants and stuff like that, and some of these weird, I don't know what you call it,
with that
monster type things, and like Jack and the Beanstalk had a giant, and I mean all this stuff is related. It really is.
I think so. Emerald is into mythology and dragons. She's a big time dragon freak. But then you have to really think about way back then. They were talking about dragons or flying, dinosaurs a long time ago.
In every continent.
Yeah.
Every continent, like England, like the big thing in England, like all the movies, like I think even right now, How to Tame Your Dragon and all that, that comes from England. And then when you have the Chinese dragon, and then when you go in South America, they talk about that. Oh, I can't even say the name, but he was like the king, but only he was a dragon. You know how when you see the pyramids and it has the step, but it's the dragon back, right? And it has the dragon head on the bottom.
Right.
Dragons everywhere, even here.
Yep.
In fact, people still say they see them here.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I read on Facebook about a couple of sightings of possibly a dragon, flying dragon with wings. I mean, okay.
I think I saw half dragon, half Bigfoot.
What?
What I saw.
Oh, you mean flying that one day?
It had dragon wings, but it was like a Bigfoot thing, and it had a Mothman eyes.
I'm thinking it probably came out of a portal or something.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
But only that would be an X-File thing, and I think it's all related.
Yeah. Yeah. As a matter of fact, one of the episodes, and I'm not sure which one it is, the new series, only 6 in the new series, by the way.
What?
Yeah. I think what they're doing is they're wanting to see if it's going to fly. And yeah, it is. Trust me. I mean, everybody in the world is talking X-Files right now. As a matter of fact, it's all over.
Well, I think they ought to hire you.
No, I think I just put Chris Carter's kids at college.
You'd be their promo guy.
Yeah, no. One of these days, they'll understand what kind of a X-Files freak I am, and one of these days we'll get Chris Carter and Mulder and Scully to come on. Obviously they only go on Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon because millions of people watch them. But one of these days, when we do get a show on national TV, dude,
they only go on the Illuminati ones.
Yeah. So whatever. You know what? Let's go ahead and get a hold of Heidi.
Let's see where Heidi.
So is she gonna be on video? Do you know?
I don't know.
Ask her. Well, we'll ask her right now because we have a new toy that we just installed. And we're going to maybe put a picture up of her live. We'll see. We don't know yet, but let's go ahead and get her on the phone real quick. Get her on the phone.
Let's send her a little message, see if she's there. don't see her in chat yet.
Oh, I wonder if she thought.
She might be like off an hour.
Yes, because she has no idea that we started early.
Yeah.
So what happens? What's the matter, Heidi? You don't watch our show? Let me. Let me.
Actually, she does, but she comes in like
Let me text.
half an hour.
Yeah.
before
Let
her
me.
time.
Let me text her real quick and see if she's. Yep. Oops. I
Ooh.
forgot to mention it to her. She's
Yeah,
already ready. She sent me all the photographs and everything.
Oh, I know, but I mean, is she at her computer?
Is she at home? It's just if she's home. Period. All right.
Man, the chat is lively tonight, you guys. I love it. I mean, I can't read it all. I want to read it all, but
You know,
man, it's really lively. You guys are
hey, let's
going
talk
for it.
about all the negative emails you were getting about us doing things while we have a guest on talking.
Okay. Yeah, man. You know, okay, like on my YouTube, I've been getting these messages that it's not polite for us to be like, for me to be looking at the chat and Jeff to be, you know, scrolling on his thing while a guest is talking. Okay. But you got to understand, the guest isn't sitting right here and we can't see him. You know, they're just called in. Like, I do try and look at the camera like this, you know, like would be talking to you guys straight up, every last single one of you, even the guest. Only like if we were doing a radio show or something, nobody would know what we're doing, right? And a lot of times Jeff is actually talking to the guest on the text or setting up the next guest on you know, and yep. We're the only two in here except for tonight. We have a camera guy that's been moving the camera. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not, but we have a camera guy tonight. But
right.
Normally it's just me and Jeff, so we're handling all of it.
Yeah.
The chat. You know, we're doing everything.
Yeah, you guys have to understand. There's no budget here. It's just Alan, myself, and Alan in the studio, and that's it. All right. So we're manning the computer, we're manning the camera, we're manning live stream, we're manning chat, we're manning music, we're manning special effects sounds. We're doing everything ourselves. Mm-hmm. So,
and we screw up.
Now, so imagine when we finally get a budget and this thing gets done right. All right. I am going to be basically focused straight ahead, and I will not be doing this. I will not be doing this, because my attention, I will be able to focus everything towards you guys now. And sometimes I'm a loss for words because I'm doing 3 things at once, and I stutter a lot because, like, oh, do I have the sound right? Am I on full screen? Or there's a lot of things going on that sometimes I lose my train of thought. And that happens a lot. Like tonight, I would like, oh, okay, I got to make sure that the sound is ready, and just a lot of things going on. And I can't wait for the day where all this equipment here is gone. The mouse is gone. I don't have an iPhone here anymore, because there will be people out there where they will already know to bring in the guest on Skype or on audio to play this track, to put the picture up on the screen, go to, when Alan is talking, that one of the cameras will be focused on him only. When I'm talking, the camera will change automatically on me, meaning a 5-camera switcher.
Yeah.
And it won't be, just one camera guy moving the camera everywhere. We'll have, like that. We'll have 4 or 5 cameras already set up for wide shot, zoom in on me, zoom in on Alan, and I can't wait for that to happen, because then we'll be able to give you our undivided attention, and I can't wait for that. And it's going.
We've been working on it.
Yeah, it's going to be soon. It's going to be soon.
We already started looking at the
switchers,
the studio software. We already are pricing cameras. We already have like a couple of cameras already, but only I think we're not going to do it like where there's a cameraman, moving the cameras. I think we already know what shots we want, so the camera is actually going to be probably locked down and just switched. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's all on computer.
To which whoever is talking.
Yeah, it's going to be
like
either
a 2-shot, a 1-shot.
Right,
And I know like in chat they just said they rather see the 2-shot all the time. But only like we have a little surprise for our when the guest is on. We'll have one
Skype.
locked down for
Right.
for that, and then there might be one roving camera. Is that what you call it? A roving camera, or what do you call them?
We're talking to the cameraman.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
doesn't know.
one that moved. Roaming camera, yeah, a roaming camera.
Oh.
I knew it was something like that. I couldn't remember.
Those are expensive though. That's a lot of money there. Well,
Yeah.
Her legs and her arms.
yeah. there you
Actually,
go.
not if we get like.
Oh, you know what?
people that
Let's
are-
talk about.
that
Well,
have
let's
a
talk about the
class.
let's talk about the donate button.
The donate button.
Yeah.
It should work now.
Now, yeah. I mean, I tried it and I put $5 in there and it worked fine for me, guys. So, again, we have now a donate button on the live stream homepage or on every video, isn't it?
Every video.
Okay, every video, right above the poster, there is a blue button that says donate. We would really appreciate you guys, and you guys understand, I've been doing this for 8 years. I haven't asked for any money except for that one time. But in order for us to do this correctly, for all you guys, we've been doing it 8 years, and it's time to step it up. But we need some assistance. And I would really appreciate if you guys donate like maybe $5 or $10 a piece. That's it. Because, if 1,000 of you guys or even 500 of you guys donated that would purchase all the stuff that we need right there. Because, we're doing really good on live stream. I mean, on YouTube. We have an average now over 1 million viewer minutes per month.
1.5 million.
1.5 million now? Oh, crap. Okay, that's 1.5 million viewer minutes. Not views per se, but viewer minutes.
We're running around between 40 and 45,000 views
Every
a
month. Okay.
and
But see, you have to understand that
that's like 4 shows a month. So
4
like
shows a
10
month. At 3 hours a show, depending on how long they watch it. So, but you're going, well, that's not really a lot of views. Well, you're thinking music video where it's 4 minutes long. All right. It would take 250,000 views
to add up to that many.
to add up
minutes.
the viewer minutes that we're getting per month. All right. So if our 3-hour show was knocked down 4-minute shows, all right, we would be
5
million
viewer minutes.
a month. You guys,
Or else people would be complaining that we chopped it all up.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
And I thought about that. Like, I thought about, like a 3-hour show and chopping it into three sections.
Call Heidi.
But then I thought, why? I'll just put it on the 3-hour thing, and just that way people can. Nowadays, you can just hit the little mouse button and you can pause it. You got to go to the bathroom, pause. Somebody knocks on the door, pizza guy comes, pause.
Keep talking. I'm gonna see if I can get
In
Heidi
Jeff's
on the phone.
case, pizza guy calls, knocks on the door. Yeah, she hasn't sent me back a message yet. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this camera thing that we got, and I noticed in chat everybody was asking if we did the getting, what do you call it, hypnotized. And we tried, but well, what'd you get her? Fax machine? Was she busy? What
yeah.
are you doing, Heidi? You faxing us?
Heidi. And you know what? Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about the hypnotism really quick then. For all those who watched the show last week, we came in yesterday with the camera crew and hypnotist, and we tried to get hypnotized, Alan and myself. I was first, and I couldn't do it. I could not get hypnotized, and I don't know why I could not get hypnotized. My brain is constantly moving 100 million miles every minute. I have so many things going through my brain. When I was on the couch trying to get hypnotized, I was thinking about other things. Like today, I was thinking stuff that I needed to do 3 hours later. I could not clear my brain. I could not get comfortable enough for her to hypnotize me. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. So I came up and I said, you know what, Jennifer, I can't do it. I cannot get hypnotized. And everybody's all, oh man, bummer. But when people get hypnotized, it's in a different environment.
Yeah.
All right.
It was hard. Okay, now I don't want to talk about that no more.
Okay.
I don't want to tell them anymore.
Okay. Let's stop right there.
But let's tell them what we have the idea of. You have we were talking to our production guys, and they were talking about a web series.
Okay.
And what I want to do is I want to talk about the web series, but I want to gauge everybody's what they feel about that. Like, I know there's people right now listening in England and
Australia,
Scotland,
the UK, all over.
All over. Poland,
Mexico,
Saudi Arabia,
Norway. Okay.
Everywhere. But only if we put a web thing together where we're going to put all the TV shows that you can't see on there, but we have to charge something like 50 cents or like $2 a month to access it, would you guys be willing to do that? That's what I want to do.
That is probably what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you guys, if you guys were here last week, we're going to go ahead and continue the show on TV here on the CW in the Central Valley.
Holland, I forgot.
Yeah,
Holland too. Okay.
And
love you, Gibbs.
What's going to happen is, since we're going to give them 26 episodes, which is a whole year worth of shows, more likely that the CW Fox network here, who is owned by Sinclair Broadcasting, who has stations all over the United States
and maybe the world,
and once we guarantee them that we're going to have 26 episodes or a show every week, they will go ahead and notify the rest of the network and say, hey, here is a show. They're going to give us 26 episodes. Do you have a time slot anywhere in your station that you have an hour that you can give these guys? Because Sinclair owns channels on ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, the CW, all over the United States. So we might not be getting the CW here in Central California, but let's just say in Idaho, let's say on the ABC network down there, they might have a time slot on Saturday nights at 11 o'clock that needs to be filled. Well, and it's owned by Sinclair. They will put our show on that hour slot. All right. Now, but we don't know how long that's going to take. Regardless, we're going to give them 26 episodes. Now, what?
52.
Huh?
52.
Well, we'll see. Okay.
52.
Well, Jack Peck, the general manager, asked for 26.
Right.
Okay. And so we're going to go ahead and do it. And that's why we figured out on a cost situation with the switcher and the cameras and all that in here. Now,
and we're talking not $5 a show. We're talking about 50 cents.
Yeah, we're talking about maybe 50 cents a show, $1, 75 cents, 99 cents a show maybe. Now, here in Central California, obviously you'll be able to see it for free.
Right.
But this is what's going to happen though.
And if you want to see it again, then you can go on.
Well, but not only that, check this out. Because you're right, the people overseas in UK or whatever, you guys will have to pay for it if you guys want to see it. But we're not going to, break the bank here, guys. All right? Because if we have thousands of people watching it and they all put in a little bit to pay for each episode, well, then that money is just going to go right back into production and give you better shows. Yeah, exactly. That's what the whole idea is. Now, the people here in Central California, it's, all you guys, around the country even are going to say, well, that sucks because they get to see it for free. Well, there's going to be some, like maybe 1 or 2 times a month where we're going to do a special show, and it's not going to go on TV.
Right.
And it's going to go straight to.
And it won't be on here either.
Right. And we're not going to do it here. It might be a live Bigfoot trip or something really exciting that we're not going to show it on TV. We're not going to show it here on the internet for free. And if you're going to want to see it, then you have to subscribe to the series on the internet, the TV series. And that's the only way you're going to be able to see it. So that way, the people here in the Central Valley are not going to be able to get everything for free. If they want to see that cool trip that we took and this whatever happened and you want to see it, well then, unfortunately, you're going to have to pay a little bit to see it. All right?
And we're talking like 50 cents.
Yeah, we're not talking much, guys. Maybe 75 cents an episode. It's not going to kill you.
Like $2.99 a month.
Yeah, $2.99, $3.99 a month. And
and that would be 4 to 5 shows. a
Right.
month.
Now you guys are probably going, well, that's not fair because, Art Bell has 20 shows per month and he charges $4.99, for the subscription. Well, that's only audio. That's way different than video. All right. Video is a whole lot harder, complicated, like you wouldn't believe. Camera guys, sound technicians, road trips. We got to take the sound guys with us, the camera guys with us. It's a whole different environment than just doing audio behind a desk with nothing around you, and you could be in your underwear and no one would care.
Well, so could you, but you could be in a shirt and a tie and a... No, I'm just kidding.
All right? So that's what's different between doing a podcast and an actual TV show. Totally different. All right? And that's the reason why we have to charge, because there's so much more involved. Is she there?
Yeah, I have a Heidi.
All right.
Heidi alert.
All right, let's do this. All right, so that's the reason why we have to charge, because there's so much going on, and we have to, guys. And if if we're gonna upset some people, well, so be it. I've been giving you 7 years of free shows. And everybody else out there is charging something. I'm the only one on the internet who's not. All right. So
No, but we have so much fun, we really don't care.
But
we really want to we want to step it up.
right
We're
now,
having so much fun, we want to make
now,
it better,
because right now, like I said, Hollywood. I'm still talking to Hollywood. We haven't stopped. Let's just say, for example, in 2 weeks, they come knocking on the door and said, "Okay, you know what? Stop what you're doing. Let's sign the contract. You're going to be on this particular station, national and international."
Yeah.
Well, then, all the stuff I just said, throw it out the door, because then every person out there will be watching it on TV.
Yeah.
Okay, and the budget coming from them will take care of everything.
Okay, here we go.
All right, let's get hold of Heidi.
We're gonna call Heidi right now.
And we're going to talk some more X-Files with Heidi.
Hello. It says ringing.
Oh,
Is it?
are we going to...
Oh, I don't know. We could see.
We'll see.
I have to fix it
Yeah.
for that.
Hey there, guys.
Hey, Heidi.
How's it going?
Good. I don't know if you knew this, but we went on an hour early.
Yeah, I don't think I knew, and I was like, I'm sitting here watching my TV, and my
Football.
phone line rings through the, and it says Jeffrey Gonzalez. I'm like, what is going on?
Oh, good. Okay. Well, yeah, we want to get off early so we can watch the X-Files at 7
But
o'clock.
of course.
See, like we're weird, we aren't watching the football.
Okay. All right. So let's get on, because we got like 20 minutes. Let's just try to do this really quick here.
Sounds good.
Okay. So
All right.
So let me go to Heidi sent us over some pictures. So no video with you, right? Just audio. Okay. Cool.
Oh, either or. I've got the video ready.
Oh. Well then, can you pull her up?
We'll
I have
see if
to
you
do
can.
some adjustments, but yeah.
That's all good.
So. Down comes the thing that I was talking about earlier. Okay, let me see here.
So we're gonna try. Yeah, we got a little something that we installed that I've had in the room, just sitting there doing nothing.
Oh, okay.
And hold on, it's coming down right now. So Alan is trying to pull your video up on.
No, I think I got it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. I just have to find.
Do.
Should I add? You want to see us? There you go.
Sure. Ah, there you are.
Yeah.
Oh. Oops. Let's go up a little bit.
And there's Heidi. Oh, and
You get-
some advertisement that keeps popping up.
It's an advertisement. Uh-oh.
Gotta love that.
Do you want to go? Yeah, go ahead and focus on the screen there, Mr. Bauer.
No matter what I
please.
do, that keeps popping up.
So there's no. So you got, is the video camera on you right now, Heidi?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't see me?
I just got a picture of you. That's all. It doesn't see you at all yet.
All I see is just your picture. You have
Oh,
to turn
that's
on
weird.
your turn on video or something like that. Let me
Oh,
see.
it's on.
Oh, maybe
Let
I
me-
got to.
I will make sure that my photo booth is off. Bloop. Still nothing, huh?
No.
Oh, here, I see. I see a little thing. Let's see if I can allow it.
Oh, it's coming
There you
on.
go.
Yay!
Ah! How's it going?
Good.
Oh, look at she has some cool stuff behind her.
Yes, I've got my toys here.
It's all satanic. All
You should
satanic.
see Jeffrey's toys tonight. Man, you can't even walk in here. There's so many toys.
Oh,
wow.
I saw a picture of it. I was like, before the show tonight. I'm like, OMG.
Right.
All right, so I know you guys have little time, so I'll be quick. So I sent over some photos, and tonight is all about the X-Files, correct? So
Correct.
we are having some fun with that, and Jeff asked me to pull up some interesting tidbits about the X-Files. So tonight is not about the paranormal, it's about the X-Files, which is paranormal enough. So the pictures I sent over, I found some really, really cool old pictures, I guess you could say, of Gillian and David. So this is interesting. Some of the facts that I found. Hold on, here we go. I'm finding it. Here we go. All right. See, I didn't expect this early hour. I'm like, oh crap, I gotta pull my stuff up. Okay. All right. I got it. Okay. I don't know if you guys knew this, but 201 Days of X-Files, does that ring a bell about what they were trying to do when they were re-releasing this series? That they challenged people that are big fans of the X-Files to do a 9-season run, to rewatch the entire 9-season run. So 201 Days of X-Files, they were leading up to this re-release. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I thought that was pretty cool.
That's cool.
And in 1993, Fox was just a fledgling company, and it was the X-Files that essentially minted money for them. That I thought was a pretty fascinating fact. I had no idea that they were the show that did it for them. And also, their 2 films helped make 20th Century Fox television and the production company in the studio to be one of the most profitable ones out there.
Wow.
Yes, that was very cool. And then Chris Carter, you know, the guy that created the lovely X-Files. This is a quote from him. He says he was partly inspired by the shows of his youth, which included Twilight Zone and Night Gallery. And he'd recently come upon a scientific survey during the time when he was trying to create the X-Files, a scientific survey done by Dr. John Mack. And it was the survey that said 10% of Americans believe they had contact with or been abducted by aliens that really piqued his interest in the topic. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That's cool.
And
Cool.
at its peak, the X-Files, 27 million people watched.
That's
The X-Files.
crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That
I was like,
you know, that's like The Walking Dead right now.
yeah, it's kind of like the same kind of phenomenon, I guess.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a pretty cool fact.
And that's
all right, so
That's
this
big.
gets interesting. Okay, these are quotes by people in the whole process of casting Gillian Anderson and David Duchovny for these star roles. Okay, so of course Dana Scully, Fox Mulder. Okay, so Gillian, she says, I'd left New York to go visit my boyfriend and decided to stay in Los Angeles. I was out of work and we were living in a seedy Hollywood apartment, Villa Carlotta, and I just went in like any normal audition. And this is what David Duchovny says. In 1993, there was an elitist division between movie actors and TV actors. And because I was an elitist and thought myself an artist, I was going to do movies. But my manager, bless her, said she had a feeling about the X-Files and that I needed to pay the rent. So he went in to audition. And
Cha-ching.
yeah, truly. And then Chris Carter, he said, Dave and Gillian weren't necessarily shoo-ins for the parts, due mostly prominently to one loud voice that wanted someone other than them. We cast David first. He was known for hosting the Red Shoe Diaries on Showtime, of all things. But he was so intelligent and wiry, I guess he says. And then in signing the contract, this is hilarious. David Duchovny says, I had conflicting feelings signing away what I thought would be 3 to 5 years of my life to a show about aliens on a network that had kind of crappy programming. But the pilot casting director named Randy Stone, who's since passed, said, I know you have a lot of opportunities. he says, this is what David says, but I didn't. And then the quote goes on to say, I've only told this to one other actor, one other time, but if you do this show, you'll never have to work again. And he was referring to Woody Harrelson of Cheers. That was the only other actor that he had said that to.
Wow. So
Yeah.
he pretty much knew it was gonna be a hit.
He did. And here goes another one. This is from Gillian. She goes, once they decided on David, they brought in a few actresses to read with him. Women I had been used to auditioning with for musical theater in New York, like Cynthia Nixon and Jill Hennessy. All right, and Duchovny says, I met Gillian in the ant room. I don't know what that means, the ante room. I asked her if she wanted to run lines beforehand, so this helped her get the role. And then Carter says the chemistry was there from the very first moment that they were put in front of the camera together. And Anderson says, I was secretly told that I got the job that day by Randy. He had been holding out for me and naughtily told me before I left. Female characters like that just didn't exist back then on television. So she was really excited about it.
Very cool.
And then I got a little bit of information as far as the shooting location with Vancouver. Carter said Vancouver was a creative decision, but I'm sure for Fox they saw the value in taking it to a place where their dollar went a bit further. We were like the 13th company in town, which means that 12 companies before us had already hired away a lot of the good people. And Anderson, Gillian, she goes, the crew was sweet, but they're also kind of rolling their eyes at my naivety. I didn't know what a mark was. She was in the theater, so I guess.
Right.
Yeah. And then David, he says, I was just doing my best to keep my head above water. Mulder was kind of the engine of the show. He was putting his foot on the gas all the time while Scully was pumping the brake. And he said, personally, I'm not the guy on the gas. So it was a little different for him to do that sort of thing. Let's see here. Okay, so this is interesting too. Chris Carter, this is what he said.
Am I supposed to be switching photographs or still on the first one?
Oh, you could switch through
Oh,
them. Yeah,
got it. Okay.
Keep it flipping.
Okay.
Except for the last
Two?
When you get to the UFO.
Okay.
I have a story for that one.
Okay.
Okay, so Carter, he said it can be cold over there in Vancouver, and it was dark and hard work. And I remember Gillian being so freezing cold she could barely speak her lines. I would get these big notes on dailies from her. One of them said, and it was not said with kindness, was that that there was no sexual tension between the characters.
Bullcrap.
I guess Gillian.
Bullcrap.
Yes. So I thought that was pretty funny. Okay.
So really, they were really
here.
romantic.
Oh yeah, they did. Oh yeah.
So Jillian was like doing something with what's his name.
Oh yeah, that was.
You notice I don't even know what his name is, but I know her name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And
Trust me.
This is interesting. This is an interesting note. I did not know this about ending the series. David said, this is a quote for him. I always thought that the strategy was to turn the X-Files into a movie franchise. And he says as motivations to depart after the 7th season. That was part of his motivations. And then the quote continues, and it says, it may have been naive of me to think, but when I left the show, I thought, we're still going to do the movies, though, right?
Bozo.
Can't believe that. Cannot believe that. And this is another interesting fact I did not know. This is from Chris Carter. He says, I think we saw the writing on the wall after September 11th, 9/11, when that happened.
Right.
We actually went to work that day, which was a mistake. It kind of colored the rest of the season, and all of a sudden, government conspiracies didn't feel all that relevant. People were putting absolute faith in their government.
Oh, boy.
Well, we got over that, didn't we? My goodness.
Yeah.
And now getting to that UFO photo. I don't know if you have that up.
It's up now. Go for it.
Okay, so this is interesting. You guys, you're right over there in California, but you probably didn't see this big, giant UFO. Okay, so Fox, in lieu of the new season that is hitting us this evening, lucky us, they placed this giant UFO, 17-foot tall flying saucer in the middle of the Grove. For people that don't know, that's a pretty popular mall there in Los Angeles. And for several hours, they had those hazmat-looking guys spraying stuff, and Chris Carter was there for like an hour taking pictures and signing autographs.
I already got his autograph, though. That's all right.
Oh,
No,
that's
that's
right. You
like
sure
that's
did.
like a 4-hour drive for us.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
true. That's
it's not
good.
like we could just jaunt down.
But
to the
that's
mall.
very cool, though. They're spending some money on promotion, and it's doing really well because everybody's talking about it, man.
Yes, and the interesting part too, there's another segment that I'd read that Chris Carter said, you know, when they were talking about hyping up, you know, this 6-episode thing with the X-Files, he thought, you know, for the marketing team, he'd go in there, be 10 people. He walked in, there were 50. He was like, wow, people are really all about making this successful.
Yeah.
And if you flip to the next picture, it's another angle of that UFO. It was 26 feet wide, 12 feet long, 17 feet high. They really went in for the gusto on that one. And really quick, too,
I wonder what it's
Chris
made
Carter
of.
says back in the day, it took us 11 and a half months to do 22 episodes. And he questions, how did it take us 10 months to just do 6? I'm still scratching my head on that one. Someone close to the show said to me, isn't this great to do a victory lap? And he said, that's the last thing I'm looking at the show as. The writers came to do fresh, original material. It's perfect timing to tell a great X-Files story.
Absolutely. Well, with all the technology now, you know, they can do everything super fast.
Truly,
You know,
truly.
back-
But they took all this time for 6 episodes. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well,
But as you click through the next picture, that's another photo of them on the set of the new X-Files, and then you see from the Hollywood Reporter, I got this information, and these are the writers and everybody behind creating it this season.
very cool. Well, I'm excited, and we got about 15 minutes. Yeah, so we're gonna have to call it here. But perfect
Wonderful.
timing. Awesome. Perfect timing.
Yes,
Heidi.
yes.
Awesome.
I'm like, oh, I have to get on here. Oh my God.
Sweet.
I'm so glad I made it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Heidi, for all those facts. I didn't know a couple of those, actually. I did not know that X-Files was the moneymaker for 20th Century Fox.
20th Century and the
movie.
the network itself.
Yes. Wow.
It was the thing that made them who they are. So they owe them everything.
And that's-
Little did we know.
Wow.
So,
Very cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
All right, Heidi. Thank you very much.
All right, you guys enjoy the show tonight.
Absolutely.
Heidi.
We'll see you next week.
Okay, bye-bye.
See ya. All right, that was interesting facts there. I didn't know that they were the moneymaker for 20th Century. That's actually very good information for all of us who want to do this, what we're doing now on TV. Because if X-Files was that much of a success, look at The Walking Dead, for that matter. You know, they're bringing in 25, 26 million every week as well, and you know that's unheard of, and it's unheard of. So, all right, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and call it. I think we're done. Gives us a couple of minutes to go in and relax and watch the show. All right, you guys. Appreciate you guys showing up tonight. Come back next week. We're gonna have original time, 6:00 p.m. and we'll go for 2 hours. So we'll see you next week. All right, you guys take care. Jeffrey
Bye,
Gonzalez,
guys.
Alan Thomas. Have a great day, great night. Have fun on the X-Files. See ya.
You have been listening to Paranormal Central with Jeffrey Gonzalez and Alan Thomas. Broadcasting worldwide at ParanormalCentral.net and on our.com. Stay tuned for next time. Remember to keep your eyes to the skies. And we hope you witness something you cannot explain.